Young nigga out here looking forward. I never questioned my direction, y'all been looking for it. Lost thoughts often, so I took the recording. I got my foot where the door is, think I'm sharp and swordless. We cut with pens around here, and this the anthem to all my niggas with hella written. Just put your hands up, real ones. Don't tell the business of the too many we can't trust. Don't got time to focus on who your mans was. Shit, who is he now? People be broke around you, but got plenty when the bitches round. And when the liquor out, their hands don't got a penny now. Henny spouting out your pockets so they stick around. And we ain't shoveling out shillings, moving different now. PG Pilgrim getting shifty, peep from city clouds. Little demon dipping deep into your bitch's mouth. In and out swiftly, nigga, I'm finna add the digits now. Divine thinking mixed with mind-tingling substances. This music brought some problems, but honestly been in love with it. Slick with the drums and shit, you stick to the drugs you mix. Cuffing him won't do much, but bring that girl you love a stitch. Spit until I get my gums to rip. Raw when he numbs the shit. Ironic how he's only unlawful when y'all judging him. I'm not done, we're getting bigger by the frame per second. Faded for every major step I make before I meditate. I blaze some pressure. Been as razor edges, Gilettas. You better just face the exit. When in doubt, I face my reflection. Brain dead, making the steps that you could've made if you paid attention. Crazy headway was met with niggas dead. All we do is kill, like that number before 87. I don't take, I make it better. We showing grace, next mega stretches. It only takes me about 4 quarters to make it 10, bitch. Dime bags will shake you a bitch if you cop an eighth or lesser. Pounds getting filleted, you wasting seconds. Yeah. You're wasting seconds.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here, and live we are for Validation, one of our biggest special events of the year. And as it is, we got to get things started with one of CMV's biggest ballers, the Golden General, Chris Diamond, getting things started right here this evening in lovely Los Angeles, California. The start to a massive 2-day event. And some incredible matchups to look forward to, not just here tonight, but as a part of day 2 as well. But indeed, Chris Diamond looking around at this jam-packed stadium for Validation as he gets ready to take on Bob Luger. And a matchup like I talked about last week coming our way for pretty petty reasons. I think I said myself, maybe one of the pettiest rivalries we've seen here in CMV history. It's 10 years of existence. Things really getting heated between these two after Chris Diamond, of course, was a guest on commentary a couple of months ago. Brought up some lost luggage, evidently, of his And the reason that luggage was lost evidently had to do with Bob Luger. But, you know, I'd say, look, I'm not biased here. We all know Chris Diamond's my boy, but look, I'm a big Bob Luger fan too. But I'll say they were pretty innocent comments. Bob Luger took it to a whole nother level, responding by brutally attacking Chris Diamond on the 100th episode of Shockwave. And, well, we know how Chris Diamond responded, running down Bob Luger with one of those golf carts, adding to Luger's plethora of injuries he's already dealing with. I mean, look, him walking down to the ring here, you can tell just by looking at him, Luger not at 100%. He's got that broken nose. He has to wear the protective facial mask. He's got the injured ribs because of Diamond running him over with that golf cart. But that hasn't stopped Luger from racking up the dubs in recent weeks. That includes a win over Chris Diamond's protege, Andre Rogers, on Octane. But the shit talking, the sneak attacks from behind, that's all over now, one-on-one. Here to kick off Validation. The British Baller and the absolute legend as Diamond comes out swinging with that jumping clothesline, but Luger quick to fire back. Two former world champions opening the show. You really can't ask for a much bigger start to Validation than this right here. And of course, day one, we've got some incredible matchups indeed to look forward to, crowning the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion with a six-pack challenge. The women's tag team titles on the line as the Uncut Gems look to get their lick back from Alice Blake and Sarah Miller. And of course, our main event, the Global Championship on the line, as the Royal Rumble winner Jacob Wells challenges Aaron Stone with Justice Stone as the special guest referee. The question being, will he call it down the middle? If he doesn't, who is he going to side with? As Diamond drags Luger over the ropes. I mean, obviously, guys, this matchup here, you know, despite the pettiness, the winner of this matchup, they will take a big step forward in the rankings, you have to imagine, post-Validation. And when it comes to that Global Championship, one of these guys might be looking to be next in line to face either Wells or Stone, whoever leaves our main event this evening with the Global Championship. Luger going after those arms, obviously trying to soften Diamond up for the cross armbar. That's what he utilized to tap out Andre Rogers. You hear the pain in Diamond's voice. He was on commentary during that matchup. Obviously had high hopes for his right-hand man, his golden boy, but hell of a matchup it was. Came up short. Bob Luger, again, even at 50%, is better than the vast majority of that locker room. That's just a fact. Even with the broken nose, even with the injured ribs, it doesn't matter. Bob Luger, he's the absolute legend for a reason, trying to rally these fans here in LA as he starts to unload now on Chris Diamond. Look at this hammerlock Northern Lights suplex. Great technical prowess on display by Bob Luger as again he turns to the fans. Chris Diamond, meanwhile, going to use this chance to whirl to the outside. Luger, though, is on him like a monkey on a cupcake, not letting him get far. Obviously, guys, Validation here. This is a big battlefield in the war that only continues to get worse and worse as the weeks go on for the future of CMV. The arsenal of Tail Colt Val, the alliance of Shay Hawks and Nelly Quinn, and of course Pat LaFave and CMV itself. A lot of matchups here at Validation could really tilt things in a certain way, benefit one of these three ever-growing factions. A real power grab here in Los Angeles. As Chris Diamond drags Bob Luger over to the corner. Some rapid kicks across the chest by the British Baller. Now going to stomp to the gut and another, but no, Bob Luger able to counter that one. Gets a kickoff, tries for a big right hand. Diamond, nice counter. And look at my boy going off, but Bob Luger now going after that arm again. Chris Diamond's got to stop this from happening. Bob Luger keeps tearing into that arm. He locks in that cross arm bar of his. It's good night if Diamond wants to keep his arm. If he doesn't want it ripped off. Look how slow Bob Luger now. Discus punch. Going to put Chris Diamond down. And I believe the first pinfall attempt of this matchup here gets a 2 count. Diamond again, though, look how wise he is. That veteran instinct, knew where he was, rolls to the outside, forcing Luger to come after him, but an elbow to the jaw there by the work ethic titan. Who now, oh no, not the face! Chris Diamond rammed face first off the ring apron there. So Luger again is really into the fan interactions here tonight, which is not like Bob Luger typically. He usually doesn't give a damn what these fans think, but these LA faithful, evidently they are big Bob Luger fans. Diamond over the counter with some punches to the top of the head, kick to the midsection there, but the British Baller, who now with a jumping knee, puts Luger down. And listen to the referee, she's already at a count of 6 here. They have until 20 to get back into the ring. Diamond here with a side headlock, taking his time and no rush, but now back into the ring. Just at the count of 7 and tell Luger, stay down. Stay out there if you know what's good for you. Take the count out loss. Save a little bit of dignity. But Luger ain't going to let that happen. He gets back into the ring at 9. Chris Diamond's waiting for him, but Luger's quicker. Don't kick to the midsection by Diamond. And now looks to take Luger for a ride. Dropped across the top rope there, and it ain't going to tickle. As we're going to stomp now to the gut. Chris Diamond, a former global champion, former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Bob Luger, former Alpha World Champion. It's been a long time since Luger has held World Championship gold. He wants nothing more than to get it back around his waist. And again, like I said before, the winner here, you got to imagine, takes a big step forward in the rankings. As Luger again goes after those arms. Ripping at him, tearing at him. Like a dog with a bone. Luger's feeling himself here. Very back and forth this matchup has been. Nobody has been definitively in control for longer than a couple of minutes at a time. Look at the way Luger's going after that arm. Look at stalking Chris Diamond. Diamond into the corner trying to save himself here, picking himself up. But Luger is on him. Now look at these clubbing blows to the chest. A slow, methodical pace here. And right into a Coney Island Cyclone! That could do it right there. 1, 2, 3, and it does! Bob Luger victorious here at Validation. Just like that. All it takes is one Coney Island Cyclone to put Chris Diamond down for the 1, 2, 3. And Bob Luger not only gets the bragging rights here, but he's got to be eyeing that main event here tonight, that global championship match after an impressive win like that over Chris Diamond. It's always tough, you know. It always stabs your heart to see Chris Diamond suffer a loss like that. But we still have so much to look forward to here at Validation. This is just day one. As up next, the Zero G Championship on the line in a triple threat match. Now, this is the first matchup here at Validation that, like I was talking about before, in this power struggle here in CMV. For CMV's very future, this matchup could be pivotal. Obviously, Doug Thompson, the left-hand man of Shea Hoxton, he's the current Zero G champion. Teddy Shaw is repping Pat LaFave and Team CMV. Meanwhile, of course, Surasi of the Arsenal of Tailcoat Val. And championship gold, that brings a lot of power here in CMV. To hold a championship gives you more sway. Shea Hoxton, Ellie Quinn, they're in the back right now. They're watching here. They're hoping they don't lose one of the titles they currently have in their possession. Surasi, who this past episode of Shockwave attacked Doug Thompson from behind, allowed Teddy Shaw to pick up a win over the Zero-G champion, and well, Surasi himself a couple weeks back defeated Teddy Shaw. And that leads us to this triple threat matchup right here for the championship. But as it is a triple threat matchup, my friends, that means there are no countouts, there are no disqualifications, but mainly it means Doug Thompson does not have to be involved in the decision here to lose his Zero-G championship. We could see Teddy Shaw pin Surasi, Surasi pin Teddy Shaw, and we'll have a new champion just like that. This matchup right here might set the tone for the rest of Validation when it comes to this war. Who's going to get the first win here in Los Angeles for their team? Doug Thompson, who fancies himself the chosen one, approached Shay Hoxton a couple of months ago, offered his services. Now the left-hand man of the director. Ellie Quinn, of course, the right hand of Shay Hoxton. And Thompson winning the Zero-G championship in his return to action a couple of months ago. So this is why I think a matchup like this will actually benefit Doug Thompson. Remember how he won the Zero-G championship with an exposed turnbuckle. The referee did not see it. Doug Thompson able to capitalize. There's no disqualifications here. Thompson can use any means, anything at his disposal to make sure he leaves here tonight still the Zero-G champion. Again, Tailcoat Val in her headquarters watching. Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn backstage in their locker room watching. Pat LaFave in his office watching. As that's what this one is all about, the Zero-G championship on the line. And obviously you can just see from here, Teddy Shaw, the big man in this matchup, the rough, tough Texan, going up against the superiorly agile Surasi, and then the well-rounded Doug Thompson. All three of these guys bring something different to the table. Who is leading Los Angeles with the gold, though? Let's find out right here. Shaw, Surasi, Thompson. Referee rings the bell, and it's time to get it on. As Surasi just hangs back, lets Shaw and Thompson meet in the middle of the ring, but now Surasi, the smallest man in this matchup, obviously going to try to use his speed and agility to outmaneuver these two. But Doug Thompson, look, I hate to admit it, he calls himself the chosen one. There's a good reason. This man is a genetic freak. He's fast, he's strong, he's a great technician, he's crafty, not afraid to break the rules, do what he has to do to get the win. Someone Shay Hoxton, I'm sure, is very happy to have in his corner. Teddy Shaw uses power to drop Surasi there on the top rope. Quick backbreaker from the champion. Starts to unload now on Surasi. Listen to the fans immediately start to rain down boos on Thompson as he begins to take control. He is definitely not the fan favorite here in Los Angeles. Teddy Shaw going for a ride. Gets off the shoulders of Surasi with some punches to the top of the head. Teddy Shaw, obviously second generation superstar. The son of the one and only Billy Shaw. Obviously the brother of Maggie Shaw, who has pledged her allegiance to the arsenal of Tailcoat Val. Onto the ring, grabs a steel chair. Again, no disqualifications, but Doug Thompson not going to let Teddy Shaw use it. Instead, reels him in with a neckbreaker. Surasi to ringside. Now to keep in mind, though, no countouts, no disqualifications, but you can only win by pinfall or submission in the ring. Not falls count anywhere. DDT right there. Surasi back on the outside. Throws Teddy Shaw off to the side. Oh, right into the barricade. God damn. I didn't think Surasi had utilized such force there, but real display of power by the boy that can fly. As he gets thrown head first to the LED ring post there. Doug Thompson going to throw Teddy Shaw back into the ring again. Must pin or submit someone in the ring to win this matchup. And again, Doug Thompson does not have to be involved in the decision to lose his championship. That's something that Troy Colt is going to have to contend with tomorrow night during day 2 of Validation, when he defends the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat match against Cam Harris and Blake Virtue. Doug Thompson dropped on his neck right there. Surasi with a single leg takedown. Obviously the much larger Teddy Shaw. But again, Surasi knocked off Teddy Shaw one-on-one a couple weeks back. Doug Thompson, I think a great strategy here. Let his two challengers beat the hell out of each other. Wait for an opportunity. Wait for an opening. That's exactly what he does here. Looking to drag Surasi into the corner. Open from behind. Elbow to the jaw. Doug Thompson, can he think quick? Nope. Teddy Shaw with a kick to the midsection. Rough and tough as they come. Teddy Shaw and that right hand of his. Just ask Doug Thompson. This past episode of Shockwave felt that right hand. Put him to sleep. Big forearm to the back of the head there. I'm going to quickly go for the pin. But broken up by Surasi. There's now a kick to the midsection by Teddy Shaw. He's going to look to take Surasi for a little bit of a walk into the corner. But elbows, elbows, elbows to the gut. Breaks himself free. Doug Thompson back in now. Irish whip. Waiting on the rebound. Big boot. Nothing like a big boot to wake you up in the morning. Or in Teddy Shaw's case, put him to sleep perhaps. Doug Thompson eating some elbows there, courtesy of Surasi. But again, this is just back and forth between the three. Nobody has managed to take a definitive lead here with a 0G championship on the line. Chucked out of the corner like garbage. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Now here comes Surasi. Elbows though from the champion. From behind Teddy Shaw. Again gonna drop Doug Thompson on his neck. With that Tiger suplex. Nice reversal there by Teddy Shaw. And again, Teddy's a big guy. Gotta be at least 260, 270. Landed on Surasi like that. From behind Doug Thompson as Surasi is thrown to the outside. Thompson, nice sidewalk slam into the pin. 2 retained. 1. Only a 1 count though for the chosen one. Irish whip off the ropes. Drop down. Luthez press. Stupid. 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 Doug Thompson though. Getting caught here by Surasi, who was lying in wait as Teddy Shaw drops to the outside. Dangerous thing to do in a matchup like this. Teddy going to try to get back to his feet as quickly as he can. He's back under the ring. What now? A kendo stick produced by Teddy Shaw, who just throws it right at the back of Doug Thompson's head. And then a European uppercut to the base of Thompson's skull. Another single leg takedown by Surasi. Clothesline there by Thompson. Teddy. Irish whip into the corner. Surasi being a real nuisance in this matchup. Got to keep yourself active though. You got to keep yourself alert at all times in a triple threat matchup. Now, that's definitely going to be the case coming up a little bit later on. Here tonight, the 6-pack challenge to crown the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion. Going to be 6 women in that ring, active at the same time, running around. Teddy Shaw, big forearm smash. Now it's Surasi underneath the ring. What's he going to grab? A sledgehammer. Oh, and right to the, looks like maybe the kidneys there. And Doug Thompson eats a shot to the gut. And then throws it at Teddy Shaw. That's one way to use a sledgehammer. Quite effectively, might I add. Teddy, though, going to try to brush it off. Obviously not easy. Nice modified suplex there by Surasi, a former tag team champion here in CMV. But get this, might be hard to believe, has never held singles gold here in CMV. This will be the very first singles championship for Surasi in his long, long CMV career. Steel chair into the ring by Doug Thompson. Teddy, though, going to knock it out of his hands. Surasi keeping back. Nice counter there with a forearm from behind with a chop block. The champion did not see that coming. Nice head scissors by Surasi. Into the pin real quick. Trying to maybe steal it here, but only a 2 count. Teddy Shaw gets to his feet. We've seen this before. This is the move he used to win the 0G championship. That impaler DDT. Oh, but Doug Thompson's going to make sure that the job is done. The stamp of approval. Into the pin. 1, 2. Teddy Shaw busy playing around with steel steps at ringside. Almost cost himself this matchup. Oh, but wait a minute. Looking for that pile driver, I think. But Doug Thompson knew it was coming. Saves himself. Surasi is hurt after that stamp of approval. Rocked him good. He was able to kick out, but it took its toll for sure. Oh, goodbye, Teddy Shaw. Surasi from behind. Vintage. The face buster. 1, 2. But a kick out. So close. Surasi's not done. Could it be Ataxia? Yes, it could! Ataxia on the chair! On the chair! But broken up is the pin by Teddy Shaw. Wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. Look at Teddy Shaw! Oh, Doug going for a low blow, but not quick enough. What a reversal by the champion there. Big hammer fist. Doug, I think, is a very underestimated striker. We're seeing it here. I can't believe Doug Thompson ate that Ataxia onto the steel chair and he's still standing. That's impressive in and of itself. Trying for a backbreaker. Surasi with elbows to the side of the head. What a matchup here for the Zero G Championship. Gonna go for that steel chair. Surasi, it's already been beneficial to him in this matchup. One strike across the chest. Doug says, get me the hell out of here. Rolls over to the ropes, but Surasi's still on him. On him. Like white on rice. Now up over the shoulders. Teddy Shaw is back in. Get some elbows to the side of the head here by the chosen one. Throws out a wild clothesline to Shaw, which does not connect. In the back of the head. In comes Shaw. Nice dodge to the kick right there. Cheeky little jab. Tries to scoop him up. Reverse, though, into a reverse DDT. Surasi trying to get to his feet as quickly as he can. Punch to the gut. Shaw's back up, too. Kick to the midsection of Surasi. Responds in kind. Does the boy who could fly. Sends him into the corner. Up on top. Surasi delivering some haymakers. Teddy Shaw gets himself to safety. Now look at Doug Thompson asleep on his feet over here. Air raid, solid neckbreaker into the pin. Thompson gonna wake up just in time to break up the pin right there and save his championship from changing hands. Ooh, gonna give him a wet willy now. Picks up that steel chair. This steel chair has been like a fourth participant in this matchup. It's been getting utilized heavily. Tries for the pin. Surasi gonna let it happen, it looked like for a second there, but breaks it up. Kick to the gut. Doug Thompson, Irish whip. Off the ropes goes Surasi. Struggling for control here. Teddy Shaw going to intervene. Elbows to the midsection now. You can see how tired all three. Oh, there's that low blow that Doug was looking for earlier. Not going to be able to capitalize, though, as Teddy Shaw runs interference. Doug Thompson fixated on Surasi. Teddy Shaw saying, don't forget about me. Teddy could try to, Teddy, go for the pin Surasi. Well, strikes him across the chest with the kendo stick. Maybe just making sure the job is done, but see, he wasted time there. And Doug able to break up the pin. A big, meaty clothesline from Teddy Shaw. Trying for an arm wrench kick to the midsection. From behind, Doug Thompson. Irish whip, nope, counter, into the corner. Sit out lariat. Takes down Teddy Shaw with another head scissors. Doug Thompson down right now. Looks like he might have smacked his knee off the steel chair there. Hopefully it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad of an injury going forward here in this matchup. As he looks to stalk Surasi. Kick to the midsection there. Teddy Shaw trying to hype himself up at ringside. Gets back into the ring. From behind says, how do you do to Surasi? Counter though off the ropes. Oh, bumping into each other. A three-way collision in the middle of the ring. Oh, the referee's getting involved now. Surasi single leg takedown. There's not much you can really do when you're the size of Sarasi against someone as big as Teddy Shaw. Short arm clothesline from Doug. That's vintage Dougie. Unable to take advantage, though, as Sarasi tries to knock him off the apron. Doug gets back into the ring, though. Kick to the gut, double underhook. Butterfly suplex from the boy that can fly. Might tail Colt Val. From the very few times in her life. Wear a smile if Surasi can leave here with the Zero-G Championship. I'll smile seeing Surasi win his first ever singles championship here in CMV. Beautiful. Rope-assisted suplex. Teddy Shaw's got that kendo stick. What a knee to the side of the head. Throws it at Surasi. Knocks him up against the ropes. Doug Thompson gets something too. Right across the back of the head. He's out of here. Now the steel chair over the head of Surasi. But Surasi gets to his feet. Throws out a clothesline. Looks like he was trying to clothesline Surasi's dick right there. Obviously did not work out all too well. Big shock. Surasi with an arm breaker. Transitions into a Fujiwara here. Doug Thompson's down on the outside. This is a great opportunity for Surasi to try and put Teddy Shaw down. This could be it. Wait a minute. Ataxia! Ataxia on the chair to Teddy Shaw. New champ. 1, 2. Unreal. What a kick out. Teddy Shaw, one tough son of a bitch. Doug Thompson coming in, I think, looking for a stamp of approval. Surasi back up as Doug drops Teddy Shaw across the top rope there. Big knee from the champion. Hammer fist kick to the gut. What is this? Single knee gut buster, maybe? Yeah, Doug Thompson taking his time, drinking it in, man. Teddy has got to be hurt after that ataxia onto the steel chair. Doug Thompson, snap elbow, drop off the ropes. Surasi's back in. Doug Thompson sees him. Gonna give him that wet willy. Teddy Shaw tries to recover here in the corner. Look how hurt Doug Thompson is, though. He's got to try to shake it off. Another wet willy. Teddy! Out of nowhere! The slobber knocker! 1, 2! Kick out by the champion. Perhaps his jaw has built up a tolerance after this past episode of Shockwave. Back suplex. All three men incapacitated for a brief moment. Doug Thompson is up. Punch to the gut and again here. 3 times. Takes down Teddy Shaw. Where is Doug Thompson going to the outside? Surasi decides this is an opportunity. Hook to the jaw. Going to spin Teddy Shaw around elbow. There in comes Doug Thompson with a baseball bat. European uppercut puts him down. Cheeky jab, forearm smash. Nope. Blocked by Surasi. And now looks to drag Teddy Shaw into the corner. Face first off that top turnbuckle. Back up on the top rope. Big right hook. And another knocks him down to the outside. But from behind, Doug Thompson, Anaconda Vice, Anaconda Vice, the opportunist, and Doug Thompson is still the Zero-G champion. What a match! And that has got to put a smile on the face of Shay Hoxton. Doug Thompson is still the Zero-G champion. What a matchup we just witnessed. The ultimate opportunist, Doug Thompson, there in the end, swooping in to ensure he leaves Los Angeles still the CMV Zero-G champion. Well, my friends, before we get to our next matchup, which is indeed the six-pack challenge, this round's inaugural, will you try to pass in the champion? Yes! I had heard about this! I had heard the rumors backstage that he was here tonight in Los Angeles, California! Of course he is! He's the A-lister! The CMV Hall of Famer!
Wow. Wow. Let me tell you, I did not expect that. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I'm sure me coming down here to a CMV ring in 2025 was on nobody's bingo card. It certainly wasn't on mine, but here we are. Validation. Last time I was here, I lost the Undisputed Championship. Hunter Quinn defeated me. Put me in the ground, you could say. And that's fair. But I'm announcing right here, right now, that I am back, and I am a free agent. Convenient for those free sides fighting for CMV. The hottest free agent is here, and the hottest free agent is waiting for an offer. He could be on Shockwave. He could be on Octane. Could he be with Pat LaFave again? Could he be with Teo Val? Or could he be with Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn? Well, I'm listening. I'm listening. Pass me the papers, put them on my desk. Come find me, because I'm here to stay. And I mean it. Look, I'm not going to take up too much of your time here. We've had a great show so far. But the past few times I've come back, it's been about money. It's been about one thing. Getting that bread. This time though, the CMV brass didn't reach out to me. No. I reached out to the CMV brass because I felt like the past few years where I've come back, I haven't been giving it my all, haven't been giving it my heart. I've just been coming back to come back. But this time it was like, no, you know what? These CMV fans who support me since day one, I was the first guy in a match here in CMV. I was the first undisputed champion. I've made a bet of 2 ascendances. And those fans for the past few years have seen a mediocre, unmotivated Hayden Showtime kite me. Well, this time, you're getting the A game. You're not getting a money motivated man. You're getting a man motivated by all of you. Yeah, all of you. So, Pat, Val, Hoxton, come find me. Enjoy the show, guys.
Well, my friends, straight from the mouth of the legend himself, Hayden is back. The real Hayden is back in CMV, declaring himself a free agent and telling Tailcoat Val, Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn and Pat LaFave, if they want to talk business, they know where to find him. Guys, Hayden could be a major factor in this war for CMV's future. Depending on which side, if he decides to pick a side to align with. Unreal return here at Validation. The Hall of Famer taking stock. And the entire landscape of CMV once again shifts with Hayden back in a CMV ring. Just as the CMV women's division is about to shift, as coming up next, we are going to crown the inaugural CMV Women's Rite of Passage Champion in this 6-pack challenge. And with the Rite of Passage Championship, guys, comes the opportunity to cash it in for a shot at the Women's World Championship anytime. You have to give notice. The matchup will be set up. The caveat is that the longer you take to decide to cash it in, the more you must defend it. There's a chance you might lose it if you take too long. You want to wait for that right opportunity, that moment you feel like this is the time. This is it right here. But at the same time, you wait too long, it might slip through your fingers. And of course, we'll crown a new men's Rite of Passage champion. Day 2 of Validation. But a history about to be made right here. Obviously, we just saw Amber Young enter the ring. And here we see Ileana Summers. A look into the future of this women's division here. None of the 6 women in this matchup have been world champion. And obviously, well, the Women's World Championship itself vacated after, unfortunately, Hachiko suffered an injury in her last matchup, that triple threat tornado tag team matchup on Shockwave, forced to vacate her championship, and a new champion will be crowned day 2 of Validation, as it's been announced, in case you missed it, a couple of days ago. Amelia Jones will take on Celestia to crown a new Women's World Champion. Obviously, Isabella Almas has declared herself Women's World Champion, despite Pat LaFave telling her that's not the case, and Almas refusing to compete here at Validation, saying she shouldn't have to. She was the last person to pin Hikiko. She should get the championship automatically. And Pat LaFave telling her that's not how it works, and if you're not going to compete, then, you know, I got to crown a new champion. It is what it is. And Chloe Marks of the Killjoy Club. Obviously, we just saw things kick off here at Validation. Good way for Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn, their camp, with Doug Thompson retaining the Zero G Championship. Chloe Marks leaving here as the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion will make things just that much better. Now the question becomes, Ellie Quinn, of course, is in possession of that Magnificent 8 briefcase. She can cash in anytime, anywhere, for a Women's World Championship match. So if Chloe Marks does win here, does become Rite of Passage champion, does cash in and become world champion, Ellie Quinn might find herself in a bit of a predicament. But of course, that's a lot of ifs. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All of these women in this matchup earning their way into this 6-pack challenge, winning triple threat qualifiers over the last few weeks. No Hunter Quinns here. No free passes. But when you talk about a rough few months, look no further than Hannah Bennett and what she's had to go through. betrayed by Ashley Rain. For months, the two of them ripping each other apart until finally they met inside of a steel cage a few weeks back. Ashley Rain victorious. Hannah Bennett, during all that, won a Gold Rush tournament for a one-on-one matchup at Mob Violence, a shot at the Women's World Championship. Ended up getting turned into a 30-woman matchup, a Royal Rumble match. And now Bennett had to start from the bottom again, earn her medallion, earn her way into this matchup. Bennett says, I keep getting screwed. I keep picking myself up. I keep making it back to the top. Nobody's going to stop me. And imagine how Bennett must feel, too, that she wasn't automatically put into that Women's World Championship match. She's owed a one-on-one World Championship match, but instead Amelia Jones and Celestia are picked by Pat LaFave. It's almost like Pat is doing his best to make sure Hannah Bennett does not join his corner, his side in this war. And a former women's tag team champion here in Precious Pratt, who herself has had a rough couple of months, obviously betrayed by her best friend, Amelia Jones. The two of them having an epic clash some weeks back, which Amelia Jones won, but Pratt able to turn things around, able to help with Jasmine Crossings win that tag team matchup and then earn her way into this six-pack challenge here. I think Precious Pratt has been on that precipice for a minute now to break into the main event scene, to prove herself worthy of being world champion. And imagine this. We're playing what if. Precious Pratt wins here. Amelia Jones wins tomorrow night. That would be an interesting circumstance. I'm sure Amelia Jones is in the back right now hoping that Precious Pratt does not win this matchup. And last but not least, to round out this six-pack challenge, the woman who made history at Mob Violence with 9 eliminations in the Women's Royal Rumble match, the most of any woman, of any man in CMV's 10 years, threw out nearly 1/3 of the competitors in the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. The veteran Jasmine Crossings. You know, we often talk about a men's Mount Rushmore. Those who haven't won World Championship gold, who maybe should have by now. We're talking about a women's Mount Rushmore. Jasmine Crossings has to be on it. Does she finally take one step closer to becoming a world champion here tonight at Validation? A six-pack challenge. 6 women, all active in the ring at the same time. No countouts and no disqualifications. The first woman to get a pin or to get a submission in the ring will be your inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion. So here we go. As we see immediately, Jasmine Crossings put her superior strength, no doubt the strongest of these 6. Boy, Mark's going to play dirty, not 10 seconds into the matchup. As Ileana Summers, meanwhile, the most inexperienced of these 6, only debuting here in CMV a few months ago. Training partner of Ben Stacy, taught by Jay Young. Jasmine, the first one to grab a weapon, and uses it to track the skull of her supposed ally, Precious Pratt. Oh, there's no friends here in the race to crown the first ever women's rite of passage champion. That was just made very clear right there by Jasmine Crossings. Amber Young, who has had relatively speaking a really great few months. She won that tournament to earn a Women's World Championship match at the Rulers of the Ring event. Obviously came up short when challenging Beatrice Lotus, but has also been finding a lot of success in tag team action alongside Amira Iden. Jump back into the ring. Looks like she's going after Chloe Marks. Hannah Bennett all the while. Really hard not to feel bad for Hannah Bennett. Who knows? She might be Women's World Champion right now if she wasn't screwed by Pat LaFave at Mob Violence. If she got her one-on-one matchup against Isabella Almas. That just was not the hand she was dealt. And like I said before, she had to start from the bottom. She's near the top again. Chloe Marks now going to go for a baseball bat. Surprised not a kendo stick. Oh, joining Amber Young, beating the hell out of Ileana Summers here. Precious Pratt getting back to her feet. Looked like for a second she might try to help out Chloe Marks. Decides instead to go for Summers as at ringside, Jasmine Crossings doing a number here on Hannah Bennett. Pinfall attempt by Summers, only gets a 1 count though. You got to keep your eyes wide open in a matchup like this, man. A pin, a submission can happen at any time. I think in a matchup like this, you got to be sneaky. You got to look for an opening, and you got to capitalize on it right away. Honestly, I think this matchup might benefit someone like Amber Young, a submission specialist who could lock in one of her submissions, try to get a tap out real quick. That might be the strategy here. That guillotine choke of hers, that rear naked we've seen her use before. Triangle choke we've seen her utilize in the past. Any of those can get a quick tap out. But again, it's got to happen in the ring. Even though there's no countouts and no disqualifications, the match only ends in the ring. High angle back suplex there by Chloe Marks as Summers going to get to her feet here. She's not been having a very good time in this matchup so far. Ileana Summers. Validation at day 1. Coming up next, the real, quote-unquote, World Championship going to be on the line as Silas Blackwell defends against Brandon Ace. We've also still got Joey Bacon meeting Morgan in a kaiju fight. And of course, our main event is Global Championship on the line as Men's Royal Rumble match winner Jacob Wells will challenge Aaron Stone. Justice Stone, the special guest referee. Will he call it down the middle is the $1 million question. Ileana Summers must take down Hannah Bennett into the pin. Summers going for some real quick pins so far in this matchup. And a kick out there. Oh, look at this. We're going to see Amber Young and Precious Pratt work together. Double teaming Jasmine here. Summers, knife edge chop, tries to go for a neck breaker. Nice counter by Hannah Bennett. Bennett. Dragon scoop. Keep going after that leg. Riling herself up. All the while, Crossings underneath the ring. A ladder? I guess those ladders underneath the ring in preparation for the men's Rite of Passage Championship match tomorrow night, day 2 of Validation. 8 men. Whole bunch of ladders. 1 Rite of Passage Championship hanging high above the ring. Oh, Amber Young going to break up the attempted back suplex on the apron there by Hannah Bennett. Not going to be too happy about that. All 6 women back in the ring now. Again, history in the making right here. The inaugural Women's Rite of Passage Champion about to be crowned. Whoever does leave tomorrow night as Women's World Champion, whether it be Amelia Jones, whether it be Celestia, they are going to be in hot water. They're going to have not only the Women's Rite of Passage Champion, whoever it may be, walking around, They're going to have Ellie Quinn with the Magnificent 8 contract, too. Isabella almost walking around saying she's the actual world champion. The side of the head there by Bennett. Into the pin, quick. One. Jasmine crosses, about to let it happen. This might be elimination. I might have been ill-informed. I was told this was one fall, but considering Crossings didn't try to break up the pin there, I got a feeling this might be elimination, and maybe I was wrong. I guess we'll find out. I wouldn't mind it being elimination. Shit. Into the pin here, Crossings. I think it's got to be elimination because Amber Young not breaking up the pin either, so it looks like this is elimination then. Which just makes things that much better, I think. Then we'll find out who really deserves to be the first ever Women's Rite of Passage champion. Last woman standing. Oh my God! Ileana Summers! Getting her back broken on the barricade there. No need to try and commit murder. Dear Lord. Get some payback throwing Amber Young into the barricade. Makes someone else feel her pain. Look how that ladder is very ominously leaning up against the LED post there. I feel like that could end very badly for some. Oh my God, Chloe Marks now. This barricade, one particular section of the barricade getting a lot of use. Oh, and Hannah Bennett sent right into the hands of Precious Pratt, who uses a sledgehammer to try and crack open Bennett's skull. Oh my God! Straight jacket, neckbreaker from Crossings, just laid out Young. Bennett with a pin. Is Precious Pratt going to be the first to go? No, kick out. Hannah Bennett, maybe taking a little bit too much time mocking her opponent. Elbow drop across the chest. Got a plethora of weaponry now. They got a ladder, kendo stick, chair, table, baseball bat. These women are not playing around, man. Hannah Bennett throwing hands with everybody. Amber Young gonna try to squash Precious Pratt here in the corner, like a mean mugging her. I love me some Amber Young. Gotta watch out for that double tap from Young, man. Those kicks. Pin here by Bennett, trying to eliminate Chloe Marks. Kick out by the Prodigy. Everybody back into the ring. Again, not falls count anywhere, so you can only eliminate someone by pin, by submission, within the squared circle. More elbows from Bennett here. Precisely across the chest of Precious Pratt. As we see Crossings thrown off the ropes. Chest bump on the rebound. Crossings now. What is this gonna? Roll the dice! And Bennett's gonna steal the pin! As Jasmine gets choked! The choke bomb to Crossings. That's payback for that steel chair. Smacking her upside the head with a steel chair at the start of the match. Well, nobody's eliminated though. Two close calls right there. Chloe wreaking havoc with this sledgehammer, the choke, the two-handed choke. Marks is in trouble. The ref in position. Chloe trying to hang in there. No, referee saying she did not tap, and somehow she's still conscious. That is not an elimination. Chloe Marks is still in the match. Backstab by Hannah Bennett into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count as Amber Young drags Jasmine closer to the center of the ring. Ileana Summers getting herself a steel chair before joining the fun. Kick to the gut. Hannah Bennett! Bennett bomb on the chair! Bennett bomb on the chair! 1, 2, 3, and Chloe Marks is eliminated. Yeah, no kicking out of that. But Hannah Bennett immediately into the hands of Amber Young. Better end. And Bennett might be next to go. 1, 2. No, a kick out. Chloe Marks has been eliminated after a Bennett bomb onto the steel chair. And then there were 5. Hangman's neck by Summers, middle of the ring. She's down 2, though. Jasmine lighting up everyone with the steel chair, but not Summers. Too quick. Ooh! Look at that. Into a bridge. Thought she was going to go for the pin. What a knee! Blasted was Precious Pratt right there. 1, 2. Precious Pratt got that jaw of titanium steel to kick out of that. My goodness. Summers now. Amber Young in position up against the ropes, but Precious Pratt comes in with a clothesline. Now I think trying for a power bomb. Hannah Bennett with some punches to the top of that. Chloe Marks is still hanging around at ringside. Has not yet recovered from that Bennett bomb. The referee probably could have counted to 100. Unfortunately, the good times will not continue just yet for the Killjoy Club here at Validation. Precious Pratt chilling in the corner. Great strategy, I say. Rest up. Let your opponents beat the hell out of each other. Single knee gut buster. Amber Young's just waiting for her shot here. Super kick. Precious Pratt taking some nasty shots to her jaw throughout this matchup. Liliana Summers and Jasmine Crossings throwing hands at ringside. Hannah Bennett's just waiting with that sledgehammer. Breaks up the pin. Damn! What did Amber Young do to her? Stole her lunch money? I don't know. Jasmine's back in now. That combination. The KO bombshell, man. Like a whirlwind. Now Precious Pratt's got the sledgehammer, giving Crossings a taste. Here comes Summers. She wants some. Precious Pratt handed it out like candy on Halloween. Kick out though by Summers. Amber Young dropping Crossings on her head. Middle of the ring. Referee taking Psycho knee out of nowhere. 1, 2. Precious Pratt, brother. Forget about titanium steel. I don't know what her jaw is made of. Bennett out of the top. Frog splash from Bennett. 1, 2, 3, and that's finally enough to eliminate Precious Pratt. 2 eliminations for Hannah Bennett. Took out Chloe Marks and Precious Pratt. And we are down to 4. Amber Young, Ileana Summers, Hannah Bennett, and Jasmine Crossings remain to crown the first ever Women's Rite of Passage champion. Chloe Marks and Precious Pratt have been eliminated! What a springboard cutter! Blasted! Amber Young right there from behind! Summers kind of messing that up a little bit. Here comes Jasmine with a baseball bat. Trying to take out the biggest threat in this matchup so far, Hannah Bennett. Drops on her head, but no time to even get to her feet. Ileana Summers with that baseball bat. Caught by Hannah Bennett. Ooh. High knee in the corner by Young now from behind. Electric chair. Drops her for a forearm to the base of the skull. Young gonna try for a pin. Can she take out the Women's Royal Rumble match MVP? Ileana throwing down Amber Young. Oh, okay. A very unique pin. I think I can confidently say I've never seen a pin like that before. Unfortunately, it does not pay off for Miss Summers. Up the ass! Sledgehammer straight up the behind of Hannah Bennett. Amber Young, what's this? DVD! Death Valley Driver, shades of Ileana Summers' mentor, Jay Young. Oh, and Jasmine gonna follow up with a foot DDT. Brutal. High knee there by Bennett. Back elbow to Crossings. Bennett is a unit in this match. But Summers looking to bring it to an end. Fireman's carry leg drop. Is that it for Bennett? 1, 2. No, Bennett. Able to survive, but barely. Summers dragging Crossings into the corner. Young, though, off the ropes. There's that bicycle knee again. But Crossings, there was an attempt. 1, 2, 3, and Ileana Summers is eliminated off that vicious knee to the jaw by Amber Young. We are down to 3. Amber Young, Hannah Bennett, Jasmine Crossings, big knee to Bennett. Sledgehammer to the knee. Is that finally enough to take out Bennett? 1, 2, almost. Almost, though, ain't good enough. Rapid kicks to the face as Crossings. Oh, Psycho! Psycho out of nowhere! 1, 2! But Crossings, she's waited too long for an opportunity like this to finally prove she has what it takes to be a world champion in CMV. Gritting her teeth, enduring. Bennett now looking for her shot. Scoops up Amber Young. Gives her the old snake eyes. Crossings play. Oh, bicycle knee! But a big boot from Crossings. Gonna try to steal the pin. 1, 2. Oh, 2.999. What a match. Punch to the gut. Bennett gets back to her feet. Counter of the Irish whip sends Young into the corner. Bennett taking a step back. Runs in now, then arm drag. Trying to throw Crossings into the corner. Reverse though. Oh, we got ourselves a sandwich situation here. Big splash! 2 for 1 special, baby! And Crossings looks to get Bennett out of here! But Bennett with an elbow. Back elbow from Bennett. Goes after Young now. Young with a Tanahashi clothesline. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Bennett's gone. Bennett's gone. And Crossings with a sledgehammer shot to the gut. 1, 2. Amber Young. Jasmine Crossings to crown the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion. Amber Young, stiff forearm to the side of the head. The KO bombshell. Looking for her very first taste of gold here in CMV. Baseball bat across the chest. Almost does it, man. So nearly. Young's got to be wondering, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? Crossings, the veteran, up against the ropes. Big boot! How's that for a Royal Rumble elimination? Sent over the top. Look at Bennett, man. She's got a fire in her eyes. She can't believe it. She has been eliminated. It is down to this. Young, Crossings. History to be made by one of these women right here. Big drop kick. Crossings, where's she going? What is she thinking? What's cooking up in the mind of Jasmine Crossings right now? She's playing around a little bit too much. Maybe has taken one too many shots to the head throughout this matchup. Looking a bit woozy. Not exactly sure what day it is right now. Greco-Roman throat hold, as my boy Chris Diamond would call it. Of course, completely legal in this matchup. As Amber Young delivers some kicks to the face. Gotta get her into the ring, though. Gotta pin her. Gotta submit her to become the first ever Women's Rite of Passage champion. A guaranteed shot at the Women's World Championship. There we go. Jasmine Crossing sent back into the ring. You can see it in the eyes of Amber Young here. She's focused. Misses that overhand though. Jasmine tries to capitalize, just not quick enough though. What a spinning back fist! Put her to sleep. Young though. Oh, should have taken advantage when she had the chance. Crossings. She's a veteran. She won't make that mistake. But look at the back and forth now. Amber Young going for the baseball bat again. When in doubt. Oh, right to the knee. Might have just shattered Jasmine's kneecap. And look how she hooks the injured knee too. But still manages to kick out. Amber Young beside herself. Oh, look at this now, the disrespect. The disrespect with these kicks to a downed Crossings. She ain't gonna take that. To her feet. Tries for a hook to the jaw, but Amber Young just keeps being quicker on the draw. Got her in the corner now, looks to put her up on top. Crossings able to reverse. I'm gonna spin her around. Crossings wrenching them. Oh my God! Face first into the second turnbuckle. Young just got blasted. She doesn't know where she is right now. And Crossings, German suplex, turns her around. How do you do? To the corner. Is this it? Is this the moment we've all been waiting for? Good night. No! Young ducks it. Kick to the gut. And the knee. To the jaw. 1, 2. What? Crossings kicks out. Amber Young's not having it. Knee to the face. Discus clothesline. Both women down. What a match. Amber Young now to her feet. She's going to the corner, but Crossing starts to stir. Tries for a punch. The Busaiku! Uno! Dos! No trace. No trace! Look at Amber's like, screw this, man. Baseball bat in hand to the back of the knee. And again. A third time. A fourth. A fifth. Amber Young's bloodthirsty. Jasmine getting the hell out of there before she loses her knee. Oh, look at the damage is done. The damage is done. That kneecap might be completely shattered right now. But somehow Crossing's still fighting. One bad mofo. Again, both women down. A draining matchup here, but all for the right to be called the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion. Crossing's thrown back into the ring. Young. What's it going to take, man? What does she have that she hasn't already tried here? Oh, the triangle! Middle of the ring! Locked in! Nowhere to go! And Crossings with no choice but to tap out! And we have a new Women's Rite of Passage champion! The KO bombshell, Amber Young.
zu gegebener Zeit. Und dann ist da noch Silas oder der falsche König selbst, zumindest vorerst. In Los Angeles werden wir entscheiden, ob ich dir oder Brandon noch einmal gegenübertreten werde und meine Worte im Auge behalten. Diese Schlacht von Culloden wird ähnlich wie die letzte verlaufen, da sie mit einem Gemetzel für den Prätendenten enden wird.
And as you just heard for yourselves there, my friends, obviously Alaric is not a happy man regarding this matchup we're about to see right now here at Validation Day 1. A matchup for the quote-unquote real Pure Championship. Silas Blackwell prepares to defend against Brandon Ace. And Brandon Ace has chosen for his cornerman Toyota Camry. Now don't get it twisted, no love lost between Ace and Camry. Camry's made it clear that he wants the Pure Championship for himself, keeping himself close to the championship picture here by acting as Brandon Ace's cornerman. And I think we can all guess who Silas Blackwell will have in his corner. Voice Vindy, who himself picked up a win against Toyota Camry a couple weeks ago on Octane. Remember, it was this past episode of Octane that we were supposed to see a tag team matchup. Voice Vindy and Silas Blackwell against Brandon Ace and Alaric, but Alaric abandoned Ace at the start of the matchup. You heard Alaric himself recap it just moments ago, saying that Ace is not worth his time. In fact, nobody is worth his time. And exactly one person in particular is not worth his time. That being the supposed real Pure Champion. This man right here, Silas Blackwell. Blackwell, who christened himself the real Pure Champion, saying that he is the one that exhibits true, pure wrestling ability. Not Alaric, calling him a phony, a fake, a fraud. After their championship match some weeks ago, which Blackwell, to give him credit, pushed Alaric to his limits. Almost had him beat. Definitely the one to come closest to doing so, ending the reign of Alaric. But he lost. In defeat, though, Silas Blackwell may have been a winner after all. Alaric calls Silas Blackwell a Jacobite, pestering him, running around in his kingdom, thinking he's some hot shit. Alaric has made it clear, though, whoever wins this matchup, he will shut down like stomping on a bug with your boot. And so who will it be that waits to meet Alaric? This for the real Pure Championship, but not the real Pure Championship, because the real Pure Championship is held by Alaric, but this is the real Pure Championship held by Silas Blackwell. Hope that's not confusing. This is technically Brandon Ace's third attempt at capturing Pure Championship gold. He failed twice to defeat Alaric over the last couple of months. But remember, a few weeks ago, Brandon Ace had Silas Blackwell's number. They met one-on-one. Blackwell was getting his ass kicked, walked out of the matchup. A count-out loss, rather than being pinned or submitted by Brandon Ace, which is what more than likely would have happened, judging by how the matchup was going up until that point. And as this is for Pure Championship, pure rules in effect. It's 2 out of 3 falls. You can score a fall by pin or submission. If you exit the ring, you only have until 5, the count of 5 seconds to get back into the ring before you are counted out. And rope breaks are strictly enforced. And again, Toyota Camry, the quarterman for the challenger, Brandon Ace. Voice Vindy, the quarterman for the champion, quote-unquote, champion, Silas Blackwell. Brandon Ace trying to take to the ropes early on. Obviously didn't go his way as puts Blackwell up on the top. I wonder what happens to Blackwell if he loses here tonight. Will he introduce the real Pure Championship? Will this one have just been a joke? Will he just keep introducing new Pure titles? I don't want to give him any ideas here. And Brandon Ace up at the top. What the fuck? What the fuck? Goddamn. Not even 60 seconds into the match. And a poison Rana from the top rope by Brandon Ace, the Madman. Gets a well-deserved "This is awesome" chant from these LA fans as Ace now delivers a DDT. Off the apron, tracking the skull of Blackwell. Remember, they only have until the count of 5 to get back into the ring. Strictly enforced. Brandon Ace going to confer with his quarterman for just a moment. Toyota Camry there before getting back into the ring. Voice Vindy threw in a steel chair, which the referee saw. Not going to allow those type of shenanigans here. Super kick as Brandon Ace now looks to make a donation! Chris Diamond didn't get to hit it here tonight at Validation against Bob Luger. Brandon Ace making up for that Break Your Neck Foundation. Haluva kick Ace is just putting Silas Blackwell through a gosh darn meat grinder here at the start of this matchup. Needed a gut kick across the chest. Back elbow now takes him down to his knees. Voice Vindy up on the apron. Vindy, man. What's so pure about this? Throwing a steel chair into the ring? Exposing the top turnbuckle? Tell me how this is pure wrestling. Tries for a cutter right there. And they said the reverse, but look at Silas Blackwell into a Fujiwara armbar. A real Pure champion though gets countered. Rolled back as Ace gets to his feet. Irish whip, but no, reversed. And into the corner now goes Ace. As we see Blackwell start to focus in on the left arm here of Brandon Ace. Silas Blackwell is well trained. Marsh, whoa! The ref is busy fixing the top turnbuckle that Voice Vindy was messing with, and Blackwell with a low blow. But the ref is taking her time adjusting the exposed turnbuckle. Blackwell had a 3 count there. That might have been even a 5 or a 6 count. But that definitely just put Silas Blackwell in charge of this matchup. Low blow again. Please look me in the eyes and tell me what is so pure about that. How is that real wrestling? Oh, look at Toyota Camry. He saw it. Oh, ref. What the hell? Camry throwing Blackwell into the side of the steel steps. Wait a minute. I think that's, yeah, that was a count of 5. Blackwell's been counted out. Brandon Ace is officially up 1 point. It is 1-0. Oh, but it might be about to get tied. Brandon Ace, can he get up in time? I don't think he can. That was a 5 count. And we are now tied 1-1. Just like that. Brandon Ace got back into the ring just at the referee's count of 5. Not quick enough though. And now it is 1-1. Next fall wins. Oh, Toyota Camry. Camry just exposed the top turnbuckle there. Well, if Silas Blackwell and Voice Vindy aren't going to play fair, why the hell should Brandon Ace and Toyota Camry? That's what I say. The steel chair, the low blow. Get the hell out of here. Nothing pure about this matchup. Alaric got to be furious watching this matchup. this charade masquerading as pure wrestling. Both sides. Shameful. Our official fixing that top turnbuckle now. It is 1-1. Next fall wins. Real pure championship on the line. Blackwell from behind with a German suplex. I just hope that for the remainder of this matchup, however long it might last, might be over right here. Kick out by Brandon Ace. There's no more bullshit. We have had a steel chair thrown into the ring, 2 exposed turnbuckles, a low blow, Toyota Camry deliberately attacking Silas Blackwell, 2 countouts. This might even be the most unpure match I've ever seen. Uh-oh, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute, the title can change hands via a countout, but Brandon Ace resets the count, launching himself to the outside. Super kick! And the 24-karat knee! Is Ace gonna win it like this? Oh my God, he is! Brandon Ace! Brandon Ace is the new, real, pure champion! By countout, Silas Blackwell, bitten by his own dirty deeds here tonight, and Brandon Ace with a particularly golden 24-karat knee is crowned the new, real, pure champion. Toyota Camry just trying to hog the spotlight here. And here we are, my friends, in gorgeous Los Angeles, California. And up next, it is our tertiary main event here at Validation, Day 1. And unlike what we just saw a couple of moments ago, Brandon Ace crowned the new real pure champion by a countout. The championship that's on the line in this matchup cannot change hands in such fashion, as Ruby Raquel and Alexia Diamond reunited, and it feels so good, look to reclaim the Women's Tag Team Championship here at Validation. And the champion's advantage is in full effect for the defending champions Alice Blake and Sarah Miller. See, Uncut Gems, they have to win this match by pinfall or submission in the ring to leave here as 2-time Women's Tag Team Champions. It was last month that after Alexia Diamond was viciously attacked by Maggie Shaw, suffering a broken hand, taken out of action, Pat LaFave forced Ruby Raquel to defend the women's tag team titles nonetheless, and gave her Ellie Quinn as a tag team partner against a hand-picked team. Pat LaFave with an ace up his sleeve, because that team was Alice Blake and Sarah Miller, who defeated Raquel and Quinn to capture the women's tag team titles. And Pat's LaFaves, as they've been so affectionately called over these last few weeks, have been an unstoppable duo ever since, having the number of the Killjoy Club on numerous occasions. And we saw Alice Blake knock off Ruby Raquel in singles action as well a couple of weeks ago. Suffice to say, the champions are coming into this matchup with all of the momentum on their side. But the Uncut Gems might have one advantage. That's the fact that they've been a team for years. They're former champions. Their chemistry might just be unmatched in the entirety of the women's tag team division. And that's what they're going to have to rely on here to try and take back their titles from this new team of Blake and Miller. Despite being a new team, though, again, non-stop have the new champions been since they arrived, capturing the gold, coming into this one with a win over the Mosh Pit Maniacs, and that's despite a pre-match ambush by the Uncut Gems. It looks like the champions, a not-so-warm reception from these Los Angeles fans who seem to be rallied fully behind the Uncut Gems here. And obviously the Uncut Gems guys are aligned with Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn, whereas Blake and Miller siding with Pat LaFave. So again, this is a pivotal matchup here. We saw Doug Thompson retain the Zero G Championship earlier tonight. Will Hoxton and Quinn's camp be bringing home even more championship gold as the bell rings? And here we go. Ruby Raquel and Alice Blake getting things started. Standard tag team matchup as old as time itself. Again, champion's advantage is in effect. If this matchup ends by countout or disqualification either way, the champions remain. The Uncut Gems must win by pin or submission in the ring to leave Los Angeles as women's tag team champions once again. One of the longest reigning women's tag team champions of all time. Captured the title shortly before Ascendance 12. And again, for Alexia Diamond, it really stings that she wasn't even involved in the matchup where they lost their gold. So this is a chance. She's been fully cleared. Oh, cheap shot there by Sarah Miller. And Alexia Diamond's not happy about that. Gonna strut her way into the corner, tag in Ruby Raquel. Raquel immediately with a hook to the jaw. Creeps up from behind, but Blake with an elbow. And it definitely seems like Blake and Miller are starting to get a lot cozier with one another. Look at Blake with the homage gear she's wearing here. That Kirby on the back of her trunks. Obviously, Sarah Miller, a big Kirby fan, often wears Kirby on her gear. Alice Blake paying homage to her tag team partner as they continue to bond and get stronger and stronger over the weeks. And choking Ruby Raquel out here. Those long legs. Alice Blake loving it. The kick connoisseur into a pin. 1, 2, but broken up by Alexia Diamond. That looked like it might have been a 3 count if Diamond hadn't intervened. Well, she's going to pay for it, though. Backbreaker followed up by a big boot as Sarah Miller looks to preoccupy Ruby Raquel here at ringside. Remember, Ruby Raquel is the legal woman with the Uncut Gems here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Somersault cutter to Sarah Miller in the ring. Alexia Diamond drops Blake on the back of her head. Things not looking good in this moment for the defending champions. Oh, but walks right into a super kick. The double tap from Blake to retain. 1, 2, but a kick out. Survives does Ruby Raquel, but for how much longer? Alice Blake telling Sarah Miller, stay out there for a second. Goes to the top rope. Raquel's back to her feet, though. And able to knock Alice Blake off the top rope. Sending her into the corner, hostile territory. Raquel needs to make a tag real bad to Alexia Diamond right now. But Blake does not let it happen. Sarah Miller has not even been legal yet. Alice Blake might handle this all by herself here tonight. Again, sent into the, oh, cheap shot there. Punched the back of the head by Diamond. As Ruby Raquel, a former women's world champion in her own right, trying to choke out Blake. A nice counter of the Meteora. As now, oh, looking to roll her up. No, not for the pin, though. Blake instead, Irish whip. No, reverse. Back and forth here. Elbow to the side of the head. Chucks her out of the corner. Very quick but aggressive pinfall attempt by Ruby Raquel for the Uncut Gems to recapture the Women's Tag Team Championship, but a kick out. Coming up next, guys, our co-main event here at Validation Day 1. The Kaiju fight, as hopefully the ring will be doubly, triply reinforced. Joey Bacon and Morgan one-on-one. Before we get to our main event of the evening, Global Championship on the line, with Justice Stone as a special guest referee. Jacob Wells challenges Aaron Stone for the Global Championship, and Alexia Diamond, distracting Alice Blake, allows Raquel to nail the double knees to the back of the head, but Sarah Miller in to make the save at the count of 2. That might have been it right there. Look at Ruby Raquel, though, staying focused. Knows that Blake is hurt after that. Trying to maintain her composure, but Blake needs to make a tag like yesterday. Oh, she heard me. The kick connoisseur. Finally, here comes Sarah Miller, legal for the first time in this matchup. This powerhouse, and you might not believe me saying that if you've never seen a Sarah Miller match before, but trust me, pound for pound, Miller might just be one of the strongest women in all of CMV. I don't know what that attempt was by Alexia Diamond right there. Nice reversal into the reverse DDT, though, as she tries for a quick pin. One. Only a 1 count. Alexia Diamond has been growing more and more frustrated. I mean, obviously, look, it cost weeks of your career. You're not even in the matchup. You lose your championship. That's going to get to anyone. She got to try to keep her emotions in check here. Got to try to stay focused. Got to try to stay on her A game. Drop kick to the face there. Miller might tag right back out. She's not been doing too good since she got tagged in. I don't think she's hit a single offensive maneuver yet. Alexia Diamond is all over her. There we go. Butterfly suplex. Not only one, 2 of them, and into a double unhook face buster. Alexia Diamond right there looking for the tag, and she does. Here comes Ruby Raquel. Oh, but Sarah Miller evidently is not done with Diamond just yet. That's going to allow Raquel, though, unpretty her. Are we going to have new champions? No. Makes the save, does the kick connoisseur. Ruby Raquel going to mean bugger. Oh my God, Raquel, wait a minute, another one, no. Miller shuts it down. Oh, Miller, starstruck for a moment it looked like. Tilt the world. Leg drop. Miller needs to make a tag. Alice Blake putting a team on her back here in this matchup. Alice Blake with a knee to the chin. God damn, dropped like a stack of Jenga right there. Stack of stones. Went limp like a wet spaghetti noodle. Or Diamond fires back with a running elbow. She's feeling that knee, though. Tags Raquel in immediately. Raquel. Irish whip puts her right back into the corner. Wanting to make that tag. The Uncut Gems trying to frequently tag in and out. Age-old tag team strategy. Trying to keep yourself fresh late in a matchup. Whoa! Shout out to Ashley Rain! Sliced oranges! 1! But a break up there by Alexia Diamond. Scores the save. I knew Alice Blake. I knew she had great taste. Where's she going now? To the top rope. Oh, I think she was looking for this before, but came up short. Now, second rendition. Up on the top. Hurricane Rana! Beautiful form. Excellent execution. 9 out of 10. But she's not done. And that's bad news for Ruby Raquel. Rolling into the corner. The kick connoisseur going to do what she does best. Kick. And Sarah Miller just seems to be a little bit out of it tonight. But Alice Blake is doing an excellent job of picking up the slack. And that's what makes a great team. Sometimes your partner might have an off night. You got to do what you can do to put the team on your back. Kick to the chest, but it just sucked the air right up out of Ruby Raquel and into the pin, and still the women's tag team champions, Alice Blake and Sarah Miller, or should I say really just Alice Blake here tonight, retaining the women's tag team championship. Sarah Miller really shouldn't be celebrating. She should just be standing off to the side, letting Alice Blake have the spotlight here. But, and still,
just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about popping, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way. I know some little niggas got baptized, trap guys, they can't put the drilling away. Had to part ways with the sad vibe, bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to bullets? Why I lose my grandma to cancer? Why me, God, I need answers. Why a young nigga straight out of Atlanta? Why the judge and the cops tryna jam us? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me, God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get counseled. Pinky ring and it cost me a phantom. Whack the witness, the evidence tamper. Dirty money, the safest the hamper. Yeah, my bitch, she a star and I stamped her. P.E. Jordan 3, this a sampler. I don't wanna do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta kill you, nigga, if it's me or you. He got five, nigga, lighter fluid. Gotta wait from the haters, say hallelujah. Shit be crazy, this shit be the closest to you. It's okay, cause they know that I come to do it. Hold your V up for Virgil, exclusive Louis. Bitch was geeking and tweaking, I hit a Ewing. It's hitting and glisten, this shit a movie. If it's smoke at the door, then I'm tending to it. Watch when I step here, come my belt. Angel on my shoulder, but the devil on the left. I got a meal, not a meal from Michelle. I do it alone, I own myself. Niggas stay home for you, don't get left. Niggas playing dirty here below my belt. I'ma get the bad, do the show myself. Do that shit again, I had to show myself. Make room on my plate, I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste, I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about popping, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way.
I filled up the crib with cars, the halls with art and all. I'm still having space. Got a particular taste, picky eater, I guess. But I'm some stuff in my face. She got a natural rap like a natural do like the bus. She don't like the shit lace. I was outside of the building, I'm on in the spot when it bid it. You gotta have faith. I'm in a minute.
Indeed, my friends, our next stop post-validation in just a few weeks, the return of Bloodsport. But we still got some action right here tonight. day one of validation. And up next, the CMV Universe was promised a kaiju fight, and so a kaiju fight it's gonna get. Obviously, this was originally supposed to be Akunin of the Arsenal of Tailcoat Val taking on Morgan, but Akunin has evidently gone MIA along with Sabanto. Nowhere to be seen this past week, and so CMV management making the quick decision to honor their promise of a hog fight here at Validation. And luckily, Joey Bacon wasn't doing much. Hanging out and catering like usual, sucking down all them bloody forest glizzies. More than happy to step up to the plate and bump bellies with Morgan right here tonight. Yes, the ring has been reinforced, and then it was reinforced again. The 500-plus pound Joey Bacon and the 300-plus pound Morgan about to collide like two back trucks head on. And Joey Bacon certainly looking to make the most of this opportunity. One of the biggest events of the year here in CMV, and the chance to defeat a former world champion. That's not something you sneeze at. Obviously, if you're Morgan, you can't be too happy about this. Then again, if you're Morgan, when have you ever been happy, right? I mean, let's be honest here. But obviously, he's been preparing for weeks to meet Akunin one-on-one, and now he's thrown this curveball. Look, Akunin is a monster, a beast. But you go from a 300-plus pound Akunin to a 7-foot-tall, 500-plus pound Joey Bacon. This is going to be no easy task for the Sheriff of Octane. Look at that, rocking the Killjoy Club colors. Obviously a loyal soldier now in Camp Shea Hoxton and Ellie Quinn. After having a long talk with Hoxton and the silver-tongued devil himself, managing to convince Morgan to join the winning side. And Morgan is one hell of a weapon to have in your arsenal. No Tailco Val. So here we go. It's gonna be just two hogs. Let out the pen. Getting rough here at Validation. Big Ham, the ogre, baby. Let's get it on as Morgan immediately realizing his typical tactics not going to do anything for him here. That clothesline that would almost take the head off of any normal man. Joey Bacon ain't a normal man. Let's get that straight. Joey Bacon is 10 normal men. Running power slam here by Big Ham. Elbow to the belly. Knee to the gut has been so thus far for Shea Hoxton and Ellie Quinn, their allies. Of course, Doug Thompson managed to retain the Zero-G championship, but Chloe Mars could not win the Women's Rite of Passage championship. Obviously, we just saw the Uncut Gems unable to reclaim the Women's Tag Team championship, and going into day 2 of Validation, we know, of course, that well, Shea Hoxton and Ellie Quinn, the two of them themselves, be in mixed tag team action against the team of Maggie Shaw and Xander Slate of Tailcoat Val's Arsenal. As Morgan goes where no other man dares, between the legs of Joey Bacon there. Coming up next, guys, it's our main event for day 1 of Validation. The Global Championship is going to be on the line. Special guest referee Justice Stone. Will he call it down the middle as Jacob Wells challenges Aaron Stone? Morgan going to get back into the ring here. Looks like he might be intent on taking a count-out victory. Of course, Joey Bacon's going to have until 20 to get back into the ring. We see him starting to move around. Morgan's an impatient man. Oh, gets thrown off to the side, though. Oh, my God! And narrowly avoids death via decapitation right there. Big boot to the gut by Bacon. Now spins Morgan around. Oh my God. Yeets him right into the side of the ring. Morgan is not used to getting tossed around like that. That's for damn sure. Look at this, a power bomb to the Ogre. The former global champion. Hook of the leg by Big Ham, but a kick out there. You see Bacon. I'm going to try for a vertical suplex. Stalled though. Oh my God, I thought for a second Morgan. Spine Buster! 1, 2. Shook the entire ring, nay, the entire stadium. But Joey Bacon able to kick out. Now my question is Morgan going to risk using vexation here? Because he might shatter his own kneecap. I don't know if it's a good idea to drop 500 pounds onto your own knee. Stalking Joey Bacon here, though. Big Ham able to get the knees up. Tries for vexation, but a bear hug from the 500-plus pounder. Morgan with some well-placed elbows and able to clap the temples there. Gets himself free. Tries for vexation a second time, too slow as he gets a wet willy. Bacon, oh, well, at least he's not trying to eat the top turnbuckle like he usually does. But now what the hell is he looking for? Stalking Morgan from behind. Bacon! The UFO! Tossed him like pizza dough! 1, 2! But the Ogre is able to survive. When is the last time you saw Morgan thrown around like that, brother? I don't think ever. I don't think there's been a single time I've ever seen Morgan get manhandled in such a fashion. Oh no, and now into the exposed steel! Joey Bacon, the dirty little heel here. He's saving that top turnbuckle for a snack after the match, I guess. Big fucking toss, cyborg style. Brother, this is like a fever dream. Seeing Morgan get absolutely dominated like this. Joey Bacon having his way as he drops a big old meaty elbow across the chest of Morgan. Now some strikes to the throat repeatedly, again and again. Joey Bacon slobbering on that thumb. Probably got some Bloody Force glizzy residue on there. Some dubby powder. No. Jesus fucking Christ! Bacon to the top! Ah! Morgan avoiding sure death. And now, vexation! Knees intact. 1, 2. But Joey Bacon, man, those extra layers of back fat may have just saved him, but another spine buster. And I think that'll do the trick. But the ref is fixing the top turnbuckle late to the pin, and Bacon is able to kick out. Unreal. Morgan had it won, but no fret. The Sheriff with another dose of vexation. 1, 2, 3. Long live the Ogre. Despite being thrown a curveball at the very last second, the Sheriff of Octane locks in and reigns supreme here at Validation. Rest in peace, his knees. Lads, gents, and everyone in between, it is time for our main event of the evening here on day one of Validation, live from Los Angeles, California. Yes, we have a whole nother day of action coming your way this weekend, but right now it's time to end the night, what has been an incredible night, with what is sure to be an incredible matchup. And there is the man who has all eyes on him. The $1 million question: will Justice Stone call this match down the middle? He has a history with both men. The current tag team partner and friend of Jacob Wells, former tag team partner of Aaron Stone. They came into CMV together, came up through NGW together. Aaron Stone considers that man there, Justice, to be one of his closest friends on God's green earth. And Aaron Stone said he considered Jacob Wells a friend. That was until Wells stabbed him in the back by deciding to go after his global championship. Wells, the winner of the men's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence, earned the right to choose which world championship he wanted to challenge for here tonight. At Validation, well, everyone, including Aaron Stone, thought he was going to pick Troy Colt in the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, but no, Wells marched down to the ring on Octane, stood face to face with Aaron Stone and said, "I want your global championship." Aaron Stone, suffice to say, did not take this lightly, dispatching his Lorraine brothers to beat the hell out of both Stone and Wells backstage. Wells getting dropped on his head a good number of times, and Stone even out of action for a week, but we saw him return just in time to save Jacob Wells from potentially having his head caved in at the hands of Emmett Jones and Aaron Stone this past episode of Octane. But Stone is obviously conflicted. He said on social media today, "Look, I'm gonna call this down the middle. Both of these men I consider friends, but I'm not gonna pick sides. I'm the referee in this matchup, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure there's no shenanigans and that the better man wins." Will that be the case? We're about to find out. As the men's Royal Rumble match winner, the former Zero-G champion, former World Tag Team champion, Jacob Wells, looking to prove himself to be world champion caliber here in CMV. But obviously Aaron Stone does not come alone. The protein-packed powerhouse with his Regulator's right-hand man, Emmett Jones, going to be in his corner here. And how will he factor into this matchup? Justice Stone going to have two eyes, I think, on Emmett Jones at ringside. I do not envy Justice Stone. I wouldn't want to be in his boots calling this one. Imagine right now, your two best friends in this world having a fight, and you have to somehow remain objective. Not pick a side. Call it down the middle. Can Justice Stone do that? Let's see. Jacob Wells not getting exactly the greatest reception here in Los Angeles. Looks like maybe the fans leaning more towards Aaron Stone, the three-time and current global champion, who said, "You made a mistake, Jacob Wells. You should have gone after Troy Colt. Maybe then you would have stood a chance. But against me, you're going to be flattened." Of course, Aaron Stone, who in recent weeks struck a deal with Ellie Quinn, aligning himself and the Regulators with Shay Hoxton and the Killjoy Club. So you know that Hoxton and Quinn are watching this one. You see Justice Stone taking the championship from Aaron there, showing it to Jacob Wells. Notice how Wells and Justice did not make eye contact there. Here we go, my friends. Wells, Stone for the Global Championship. Justice, ring that bell, and let's get it on. And again, with the X factor of Emmett Jones at ringside, we'll see exactly how this one unfolds. Wells going to take an early advantage. Big knee to the jaw. Now, I was thinking, that was a little bit of a fast count. Just me? I feel like, I don't know. Oh, right into another pin. 1, 2. That was a little bit better. Look, maybe it's just Justice Stone getting used to this. This is his first time ever officiating a matchup. Let's be fair here. You know, it doesn't mean that he's biased one way or the other. Let's not say anything. Oh my God, Jacob Wells going for another pin. 1, 2. Now that was a bit slow. So we had a fast pin, then we had kind of a perfect pin, and that last pin was a little bit slow, I feel like. Hopefully Justice can get into a groove. But goddamn though, Jacob Wells with 3 pin attempts, not a minute into this championship match. It's almost like he was expecting Justice Stone to give him a quick count. I don't know. Clothesline there. I was going to say, though, before I was interrupted, you know, I feel like nobody has talked about Justice Stone really in this situation. He came into CMV with Aaron Stone. They split up at the start of this season. Aaron Stone goes on to become one of the biggest superstars in Octane, a 3-time world champion. And now, Top Guns come to CMV. They rule the tag team division on Shockwave, become champions, right? Hold them for a dog's age. But now Wells wins the Royal Rumble. He has the chance to become world champion. And Justice is kind of left looking like the John Travolta Pulp Fiction meme a little bit. Like, what about me? Aaron Stone now, of course, the powerhouse. That's the main advantage he's going to have here over Jacob Wells. Jacob Wells is no sort of pushover, though, as a singles competitor. Defeated Josh Wolf in an absolute banger of a matchup earlier on this season. And obviously is also accomplished outside of CMV as a singles competitor. Oh, choked out, dropped to the outside. Now let's see Justice Stone. Oh, well, doesn't get a chance to count. Jacob Wells straight back into the ring. And so far, Emmett Jones has not been a factor at all, but let's keep our eyes on him. Look to the jaw there by Jacob Wells. Can I also just say Justice Stone looking real good in those cuts. But I digress. As we see Wells wipe the face of Aaron Stone here. Big boot to the global champion into another pin. 1, 2. Now it seems like Justice Stone has found his rhythm. Getting fair counts on both sides. I think I was right. I think it was a little bit of a starting out phase for Justice Stone here. Like, it's not so easy, you know, being an official. People might think it is. Ask Amelia Jones. Jacob Wells outlasted 29 of the men at Mob Violence to win the Royal Rumble, to earn this opportunity. Stone with a kick to the gut. And another big clothesline by this beefy boy. Got a kick to the top of the head there. Gets Wells to his feet. Walk him over to the corner. That's a lot of weight to be carrying around, but a snake eyes for the champion. Stop to the gut. Tries for another. Stone gets himself up out of the corner. Belly to belly overhead. Tossing him around. Delayed vertical suplex. The raw power of the global champion. Tries for a clothesline. Whoa! The write-off from Jacob Wells. And now tries for a hammer fist. Big right hand. I think just busted Wells open. Yeah, gave him a nasty gash across the forehead. Look at this, though. They throwing soup bones here at Validation. Ooh, and now Stone's busted open off that strike from Wells. Both these men bleeding here. Wells stabbing blows to the gut. Stone might be hurt here. Fisherman's neck breaker. Ooh, but Wells is down too. Unable to immediately capitalize. To the top, though, might be looking for the lowdown. Yes, sir! Aaron Stone gets out of the way, skirts it. But Wells able to get back to his feet. More hammer fists. Oh, get out of the way, Justice. You don't want to get caught between these two right now, the way they're going at it. Kick to the midsection. Aaron Stone. Wait a minute! Aaron Stone, what is this? A Canadian backbreaker situation. More of a gory special turned into. I thought for a second Justice Stone was calling for the bell. We'd be like, hang on, we got ourselves a Los Angeles screw job here? Oh, well, might be Cloverleaf time. Middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Cloverleaf is cinched in. This is how Aaron Stone defeated Jeremy Barmore at Mob Violence, but no. But Jacob Wells refuses to give in. Aaron Stone releases the hold. Wells going to get to his feet. Desperate clothesline, just falls into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out there by the champion. I'd say this has been a very evenly contested matchup so far. Very back and forth. Justice Stone is calling it down the middle. Been very fair so far with both men. No favoritism that I've seen at all. Wells just carrying Stone around the ring. Pendulum backbreakers to the champion. And the Royal Rumble winner now needs something big. Needs something really big at this point. Got Aaron Stone in the corner. Scoops him up. And Stone's just too goddamn thick. Falls on top of Wells into the pin. 1, 2. Ooh. 2.999. Waiting for Wells to get to his feet now. As he lifts him up, but Wells able to get down behind him. Smashes the back of his knee. Gets him off his feet. Now here comes Emmett Jones. Try to distract Wells, but it ain't gonna work. Wells! Double underhook! Fairy tale ending! 1, 2! The trace. But a millisecond away. And yet so far for Jacob Wells. Aaron Stone now with some stomps to the chest. Out of frustration, the champion. Oh, thought he might be thinking about going for that rare moonsault of his. It's not something you see very often from Aaron Stone. He only whips it out on the most special of occasions. I'd say this qualifies. There's a desperate pin attempt right here by Jacob Wells, but again, only gets a 2 count. Emmett Jones looking concerned at ringside. I'd say understandably. Aaron Stone is looking rough right now. Both men bleeding. Drop kick to the outside. Now remember, Aaron Stone has the champion's advantage here. Jacob Wells has to pin or submit Aaron Stone in the ring to leave Los Angeles as the global champion. He cannot win by countout or disqualification. Well, he can win the match, but he can't win the championship that way. Jacob Wells now just hammering away at the knee of Aaron Stone, trying to take out his base. Trying to ground the big man, the powerhouse. Justice already up to count of 7. They have until 20 to get back into the ring. Justice Stone's not gonna play around here. Jacob Wells ain't risking it. Gonna throw Aaron Stone back into the ring. Stone with a kick to the back of the knee. Irish Whip now going to send Wells off the ropes. Drop down by Stone. On the rebound, waiting for him belly to belly, but no. Wells able to stall him. Multiple punches, staggers the champion. Wells with a hammer fist. Forearm smash. And again, though, caught by Stone. Kick to the gut. Back and forth. Now off the ropes. Belly to belly overhead. Wells into the pin. 1, 2. Close. Look at Wells, knows it. Oh, he's telling him, come on, big boy. This all you got? No. Kick to the top of the head. Don't play with that man. Don't play with that man, Aaron Stone. Elbows to the gut by Wells, who now Uranagi. But he's down. Both men down. What a match. What a main event. Day 1 of validation. Stomps to the chest. One after the other. Finish him with a forearm smash upside the head. Now gonna hoist up Stone. Woof! Puts that man down with some authority. But look at the wise Stone. Knows where he is. Rolls out of the ring to avoid getting pinned. That's veteran instinct right there from the protein-packed powerhouse, baby. Now throw! Jacob Wells smacking his head off the LED ring post there, leaving a smudge of blood. Not a pretty sight, no sir. Up to a count of 5. 6, Aaron Stone gonna toss Wells back into the ring. Hounding him. Emmett Jones up on the apron again. Vintage Stone! Gut Buster! To retain his global championship. 1, 2. But a kick out by the challenger. More stomps here by Stone as he grows more frustrated, but tells the fans, look, he's got a plan. Don't worry about it. But Wells might have a plan of his own. Back and forth, man. Irish Whip now clothesline, just about took that man's head off. And tells him to suck it. The disrespect. Stone says it's over. Big knee to the side of the head, it very well may be. Wells picking himself up. He knows he's in trouble. Stone full steam ahead. Big right hook. Wells gets out of harm's way, but maybe not, because it might be time for a special delivery. And count to 100, Justice. 1, 2. That was a little bit of a slow count. And Aaron Stone knows it. Aaron Stone knows it. He's mean mugging Justice. He said, motherfucker, what was that? Aaron Stone should have won right there. Look, he's telling Justice, get the fuck out of the way. That was a slow count from Justice Stone. Wells with a big knee to the face. Has he been given a second chance here by Justice Stone? Cacao kick from Wells now. DDT spikes him. But again, Wells not able to capitalize right away. He's hurt. He's bleeding. He's drenched in sweat. He's exhausted. But this match is not over. He's throwing everything at Aaron Stone. Everything and then some. Everything in the kitchen sink. Aaron Stone now the one crawling into the corner. Wells gonna wash his face again. Oh, Justice got in the way though. Big knee from Stone, able to capitalize because of that. Justice, come on, as a referee, you've got to stay out of the way. Maybe that was his way of making it up to Aaron Stone for that slow count. Up on the top now. This does not end well, and Jacob Wells knows it. Gets himself to safety now. Irish Whip drop down. And the leapfrog. Another belly-to-belly overhead. It takes some serious power to toss around someone the size of Aaron Stone. That's for damn certain. More elbows down across the chest as Jacob Wells tries to figure out some sort of way to make a comeback in this matchup. Try and keep Aaron Stone down. Look how smart Stone is, though. Rolls the outside. Wells says, where do you think you're going? Launches himself off the top to the outside. Not going to be all too often you see someone the size of Wells doing something like that. But this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and Wells knows it. If there's ever a time to go balls to the wall, brother. Hyping himself up. Back in the ring, Stone. Don't get up! Wells! Forearm, no to counter! Whatever Wells was looking for, shut down by Aaron Stone. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. 1, 2. Now that was a fast count. What is Justice Stone doing here, man? First the slow count, then the fast count. What kind of game is Justice Stone playing here? Oh, God, another senton, but no, Wells able to get the knees up that time. And still Aaron Stone is faster. Wells just doesn't have anything left, man. He's running on fumes here, and you can tell. Look at dragging himself into the corner, nearly lifeless. Yeets him up out of the corner with that alley-oop, and Aaron Stone now to the top. Is it time? Leg drop! Not what I thought he was going to go for. Look at that, though. Oh, Aaron Stone's been cut again. Jacob Wells with a kick to the side of the head. Quickly hooks the leg. 1, 2. What a main event here at Validation Day 1. Another cacao kick. But Wells continually throughout this matchup, it's been the story. He hits a big move, but he can't capitalize right away because he's so exhausted. Pile driver! Payback for what the Ramey brothers did to him a couple weeks ago. Oh, low down, low down! No, missed again. And Stone gonna take advantage, hooks the leg! Jacob Wells nearly defeating himself right there. Gets to his feet, but Aaron Stone's on him like a monkey on a cupcake. Chucks him over that top rope, big right hand. Ooh, and stuns him to the outside, right at the feet of Emmett Jones, who takes a step back. Not going to risk a disqualification, not at this point, so deep into this matchup. Belly to belly attempted. Jacob Wells still, somehow, some way, has fight left in him. Gets thrown back into the ring. Whoa, almost trips up Justice Stone. I tell Justice again, man, stay out of the way. Back suplex. And Stone, the blood dripping down his face. Never thought he'd be in this situation defending his championship against someone he considered a friend, with another one of his friends officiating. But here we are. Another fisherman's neck breaker. And again, we see that Wells is just too hurt to take advantage. More elbows. It's like all that Wells can do at this point. He's drained, man. He's on empty. He's beyond empty. I don't know how the hell he's still able to stand on his own 2 feet, quite honestly. There's another side slam into the pin. 1, 2. Good call there by Justice Stone, but another kick out by Aaron, who drops to the outside. Wells saying, not so fast. To the top. Wells, you're insane to take a risk like this. Whoa, and that's why. Aaron Stone just sidesteps him, and Wells fucking smacked his face right off the ring apron. Somehow he's still conscious, though. Drops into the pin off that neck breaker. Still only gets a 2 count. Emmett Jones, eyes wide as he watches from ringside. German suplex. Wells, you machine. You absolute unit. Takes Aaron Stone to Suplex City. Stone right back to his feet. Back into the ring. Half Nelson there, but gets an elbow. Hammer fist dodged it. And belly to belly overhead. But now it's Stone, you see, grasping at his midsection. Having a hard time getting to his feet at this point in this championship match. Aaron Stone going to drag Jacob Wells towards the center of the ring, guys. And it's at this point I have to mention that we are at Only a little over 5 minutes remaining here. This matchup did have a time limit. We go off the air here at Validation Day 1. And just a tad over 5 minutes. It's time to kick it into overdrive here. And Wells knows it. Tries for another pin, but a kick out by Aaron Stone. As Wells delivers more elbows across the chest, man. Got like 100 of them at this point. Wells. Justice Stone telling both guys, look, 5 minutes left. Whatever you got, you better use it now if we want a definitive winner. So back and forth, so many close calls. Bit of shenanigans from Justice Stone. And it's time for another special delivery. 1, 2, 3. And still the CMV Global Champion. And Justice Stone going to hand the championship to the protein-packed powerhouse. Now going to check on Jacob Wells, man, who might be dead after this matchup. What a match it was. What a main event. Nearly went the distance. But in the end, Aaron Stone remains the CMV Global Champion.